We are live streaming, and I just want to say welcome, everybody. Welcome to the people here in the Zoom room. There they are, all those fabulous people. And welcome to all the people over there on Facebook and YouTube who are following along today. It's a great day. We are taking a virtual tour to the oldest and most expansive pipe shop in Michigan. More pipes in this shop than anywhere else in the entire Midwest. Maybe, I don't know. But we're going to take a stroll through Paul's Pipe Shop in Flint, Michigan. We've got Dan, the son of Paul. We could just do a movie like that called Son of Paul, and that would be the name of the show. Then we are going to have some helpers there. Rob and Ed are there to help walk us through, and we're going to see all kinds of things about the Paul's Pipe Shop. So, like we did with Peretti's in Boston, we're going to do today. But all that's coming up in just a couple of minutes because we're going to do a little housekeeping, little say hello. Where's my buddy Oliver? Oliver,
I'm here. Yes.
You take it away, my friend, and let's find out what everybody's smoking.
Oh, yeah, of course. Let me start with my new pipe. I call it the Honey Dipper. It's a Altang Basic. So it's a nice smoker, totally different to any Briars that I have. And today I'm smoking some, what is that? Pure Virginia HH line. So it's a good combination, I would say. So let's see, who's next? Tim Hammer, what you are smoking? Are you on mute?
Yeah, this is Tim Corner. My camera recently broke on my computer, but I am smoking Robert McConnell Mature in my Stanwell Poker.
Very nice, very nice.
I come to you from Virginia.
Okay.
Was I the first one you asked?
Tim Hammer? Tim Hammer, yes.
Yeah. I was on mute there. I didn't get it shut off in time. I've got an old yellow bowl that I really like. I've had it for a long time. I just bought it at a flea market someplace, but it smokes really well. And as I showed before, I'm smoking some Cornell and Deal Bayou Morning.
Very cool. Very nice. Peter Gritz, what's up, man?
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, Gitz. It's Belgian. For your Europeans, it's a Belgian name.
Okay.
That's all I know. That's all I ever had. Welcome, everyone. I'm having, I smoked this last week, actually, but it's a Peterson St. Patrick's Day pipe. Got the little shamrock on there and the, kind of official. Smoking some Dunhill Nightcap, which might be a little strong for this moment, but it's kind of waking me up, which I like. So cheers and thanks everyone. Good to see everybody. Nice. Thank you.
Very nice. Andrew is in the house. Andrew, what you are smoking? I can't see you, but I see your name. Where are you?
Can you hear me?
Here we go.
How you doing?
Good.
I'm doing good, thank you. Hey, everybody. I am smoking, this is actually one of my pipes, and little pot, and in it, I am smoking some mix of vanilla roll cake and Old Dark Fire.
Sounds delicious. Very cool. John Cervelli, what's up there?
How are you? I'm smoking some Amphora Virginia today. Just tried this last night, and I'm smoking it in my GG Classica in the apple form.
Very nice.
Thank you very much.
Australia, Stuart.
Yes.
Yes, come on over.
Hola. Breaking in a new pipe, the Radiator, a Canadian special. So it'll be an interesting smoke, I think. The reverse calabash. And in it, I've got a sweet Killarney, the Peterson aromatic this morning. It's a bit early for a Latakia. So that's what I'm smoking this morning.
But this looks really interesting, this thing, by the way.
Mm.
Steve, we have Steve Spent in the house. Steve, what you're smoking?
Hey, cheers, everybody. Smoking aroma natural today that's starting to take on some nice color. Getting ready to load up some GLP's Navigator in it.
Very nice. Randall Arnett, what you're smoking?
Good morning.
Hello.
I have this wonderful VPC club pipe, and it's got some Amphora Virginia blend, which is really becoming popular with me. I like it a lot.
Oh, yeah. You are not the only one, I guess.
Yeah. It's a good
Tim
one.
Heineck. Tim Heineck, no sleeping, please.
Oh, okay.
What's up, man?
Well, today I'm smoking my Peterson Paredes 150-year anniversary pipe that was made by Peterson for Paredes, who we had as a speaker a couple weeks ago. And there's a little story behind the pipe. So the pipe came out on I guess it was March the 1st. And I'm not able to get down to the store to pick one out. They have 25 bents and 25 straights. So I said, I had my wife go down the next day to make sure I got one and I didn't lose out. So I had, she has a very good aesthetic for picking out pipes. And I said, make sure you get one that has, where the sandblast is really, pretty nice. And there's not any, off areas where it's gouged. And so she has a very good aesthetic for pipes, but I just taught her a little bit about just making sure the hole is drilled the right way and, look at the symmetry. And I thought she did a fabulous job of picking this out for me. So I'm really psyched. So it's pretty awesome.
Lucky you. Congrats. I
feel very lucky. Very happy to have it.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Sun Bear, what's going on there?
I'm smoking some black XX in a simple clay Dublin. It's like a barbecue in your mouth, but it's not quite as strong as some people were saying. In fact, Brown number 4 has way more nicotine than this does, but it's very good. I like it.
Very cool. Mr. Oliveros, what's up there in Canada?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Hey, Oliver. Yeah,
Hey.
I'm smoking my Punto Oro 412 KS. And like what we talk about on the chat, this guy right here.
Oh, yeah. Good choice.
Man, this is one fantastic tobacco. I'm glad to be here. And like what I said last night, I can't wait to see all your beautiful faces again here from Canada. Thanks very much.
Very cool. Dimitri, it's nice weather. The first time I saw this year.
Yep. Well, I'm smoking my W.O. Larson. It's old one, and it has nice bird's eye here on top. And I'm smoking my summertime blend.
Very cool. Steven, you smoke your own blend today? You are on mute. You are on mute, Steven, my friend.
Yeah, I am. This mixture, though, this time is some Golden Extra in my club pipe with some Old Dark Fire mixed in with a 2-to-1 ratio. Very, very good.
Oh, yeah. Mike Rizzo is back in the house. Mike Rizzo. Okay. Steve Oster. You guys are on mute, maybe?
I'm off. I'm still loading my pipe. So
Got it.
in Colorado and a little windy to be out on the back porch. So smoking in my second favorite place, the garage. And with a new Radice billiard that I got from Mike at Briar Blues and some Escudo. So I'm
Very
breaking
nice.
in.
Very cool. So, David, how much time do we have?
I had to bring myself off of mute.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. You are smoking?
I am smoking. So just a little recall of recent history for those of you who were in a cave last week. We did a gigantic giveaway of pipes and lighters and things like that for our anniversary, our 1-year anniversary. And there were 2 pipes that we gave away. I was like, I really like those. And so I went and bought some. So I got this Nirup, which I didn't realize when we showed them off how big this bowl is. It's enormous, which I like a lot. And
so
then
is it because of the walls, or is it also from the inside for a long smoke?
Oh, yeah, you can. Where am I here? Oh, because I haven't done that. You can smoke for days with this thing. It's gigantic. And then a Bing's favorite with a red stem, because unlike Oliver, I like the color red. So there's that.
Okay.
And then this is what I'm smoking today. I'm smoking the Beast. And I don't know if David Martinez is in the house today, but I predict he'll like this because it's a vapor. And then the Haunting. So I'm prepared for those 2.
Very cool.
That's my thing today.
A very Halloween thing going on.
The Haunting is the Haunting is like heavy. The Haunting is because it's got that cigar wrapper in it, and so it really does carry sort of a punch. But the Beast is a pussycat. I mean, it's like supposed to be like all this stuff. It is so mild. It is so like not timid, but it's drunk. It's soaked in rum for a month, and then that's all that comes through. It's like, but it's not boozy. It's just tipsy. Anyway.
By the way, guys, it's first day of spring, and Nowruz Mubarak, Happy Nowruz, Happy New Year, official New Year in Iran and Afghanistan. So happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holiday.
All right, so let's talk about our special guest today. Earlier this year, at the start of the year, I had put out this call for perhaps people to recommend their favorite brick and mortar tobacconists or pipe shops or whatever. The brick and mortars have really been hard hit during the pandemic and just the change in pipe culture across the country. And I thought, why don't we celebrate them and highlight them and, I don't know, maybe encourage people to go online and order from them and stuff like that. And it would be wonderful to wander through them and take virtual trips. So Ed and Rob said, our favorite shop is, a prime target for that. We'd love to show off our favorite shop, Paul's Pipe Shop in Flint, Michigan. So that's what we're doing today. And let me change the view here so that we can meet Dan, son of Paul. That's our theme today.
With a customer right now, as you were saying about the brick and mortars being hurt, he's trying to make a sale right now. So I'm going to kind of walk you around and show you if you guys want to see some of the shop.
So Rob, while we're looking at this, tell us what we're seeing.
Well, these are all the Paul's Pipe Shop mixtures that they do. They blend here. It's kind of small. I'm hoping it's turning out okay for you guys. Can you see it there? So and I'm going to show you something that I've never seen before until I started coming to Paul's. And that's on the floor here. Look at these. Look at these bags. These are all house plants, like I was showing you up above up there. Just bags of tobacco. Now, for some of you guys, look here. There's a little McClellan still here. So I'm just showing you that corner. I'm going to walk up. Ed might have some pipes up there. I don't know what he's got. But more tobacco. I think Ed's on Paul or Dan selling the pipe on him. Here's some more, just like jewelry cases, pipes. I'd never seen anything like this before.
Do those go round and around?
You guys seeing any? Are they showing up all right?
Can't really tell if they're moving.
Oh. I see a customer in the shop.
Rob, your video went off there. That's why that happened. So, as we say in the television business, please stand by.
If you want to swap to me.
Yeah, there we go.
Number one,
So you can see. Oops. Kill yours. Getting the. See, Dan and Chris are over here. A lot of their own pipes. They've got estate stuff. You walk over here. And what's crazy is a lot of these pipes that you see back here, behind here, each one of those panels come off and there's whole boxes of stuff down there. And then there's entire drawers of things that Dan doesn't even realize what exists anymore. Many of it's still left over from his, when his father used to own the store. Oh, and I think Dan's freeing up, so let's. What's that? Oh, you're gonna open drawers? Well, here we'll get you talking. Actually. Okay.
Yeah, let's. I'd love to. Chat with Dan. Let me just do this for a second. So first of all. It's very nice to meet you, and thank you so much for letting us walk through your shop, man. Ed and Rob talk about you just with highest praise and real excitement, and I'm glad that you could take some time today to be with us in our meeting, so thank you for that. Then what I'd like to do is sort of just have you, so you grew up in this shop, essentially, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Well, go back to the earliest memory you have of being in the store, and what was it like growing up there with your dad in the shop?
Well, I was about 12 years old, and he would, when you were old enough to see over the counter and make change, you went to work. Child labor law, I call it. He didn't think so. He said, "I'd buy your clothes, feed you, so you got to come to work." So we'd come in, and our family was 12 of us. We all took our turns working here. I just guess I took a special interest in it. Started repairing, making pipes at 10, 12, 14 years old, somewhere in there. And just continued on until my father passed away and I took over.
How old was your dad when he passed away?
106 months old.
So be careful, children, and don't smoke pipes because it'll shorten your lifespan. So did Ed, or that's not Ed, that's Dan. Dan, did I hear you right that you started making pipes when you were 14?
No, I wouldn't call them pipes, but yeah, you could smoke out of them. They were nothing, they were just basically blocks of wire with stems on them.
And did you continue to become a more masterful carver?
I believe so. I've made some pipes. I don't do a lot of hand stuff. We do more we have old phrasing machine in the basement where we do basic shapes and stuff like that. Do a few freehands every now and then, not a lot. Just trying to keep, we got somewhere close to 1 million pipes in the store between either being finished or almost finished.
So I'm stunned by that number because I don't, like talk to other shops and they say, well, we have 600 or 700 pipes. We've got, 1,000 pipes. You have 1 million pipes.
Close to it. I wouldn't say right at 1 million, but right close. If you guys all remember Thomas Cristiano, passed away in 2005. He had over, 3,000 or 4,000 handmade pipes that he handmade and his workers handmade. And he had a lot of pipes. I bought it all in stock. I think the first time I was down there, I bought 2,000. Second time I went down, I probably bought back another 1,000. Yeah, I have all his pipes here. His freehands, his VSQs, his silver bands, as he called them. I got his millenniums, and then I got his signature pipes that he made and signed.
So do you mind my asking, like, what kind of volume do you do at the store? You got 1 million pipes. You've got plenty of inventory.
Plenty of inventory. Volume this year has been very bad. Of course, it has been for everybody over. Usually we do pretty good. It goes in streaks just like everything else, up and down. But we do a pretty good volume. I've probably got enough pipes made up. I haven't had to make any pipes in about 5-6 years. Just boxes of them sitting around too. And I don't know if they took you on a little quick tour, but behind the counter here, there's all kinds of drawers. And they're all full of pipes. The basement's full of pipes.
Do you want to maybe pull one of those drawers open and maybe get Ed to like tip the iPad over the counter so we can see what he's doing?
And as he's doing this, what's amazing, we were going through some of this earlier. He's got a whole drawer just of pipes made in Israel that they haven't been made in Israel for how many years?
I don't think they make them there anymore, but I think I'm not sure what year they quit making them, but probably in Israel, I think it was somewhere in the 80s or 90s maybe.
Okay.
They moved them somewhere else, but these are all from Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shalom Pipe Factory, they stopped making pipes sometimes in 1990s. I have two pipes made by Shalom Pipe Factory, both were made for Nat Sherman.
So you won't find a lot of your brand new pipes, but like if you're looking for something that isn't made anymore,
we might have it.
We might have it. In fact, the one he was just selling was a Dr. Graybo, kind of like a Falcon type.
Oh, the Viking?
Viking. There it is.
So we are literally looking at history right now. As we look at some of these drawers full of pipes and whatnot, when you say they're not new, that doesn't mean they're smoked. They're unsmoked.
They're all unsmoked.
All unsmoked.
So they're all unsmoked. They're in the boxes. I'm saying this because, if you're hanging out over there and you're like ready to buy a new pipe, Paul's Pipe Shop has a lot of pipes, just saying.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And what's on there, what's on the site, on the website is only a portion of what exists.
Oh.
Yeah, 30-second.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, my father started this whole business out of a $10 bill.
Yes. Those pipes are what they call in the sneaker industry dead stock. They're brand new, but you can't get them anymore. So they're dead, but they're new.
Guys, here's some, here.
So what maker are we looking at there? What are the brand of those pipes?
Yeah, it's called custom built is the. Okay.
What's that one? That's a custom built, Dan?
Yep, that's custom built. This whole door is custom built. What's left over? I think that's the end of them.
Dan, just to let you know, already one of our regulars who's watching over there on YouTube says, looks like a bucket list trip is coming up. So you might be getting a visit from Bill here pretty soon.
I'm all sunrise. Marston. Then we got some brothers. All brothers. Old GBDs. Old GBDs. Al Banton, which is their third and second.
Tim, I'm with you. Jim says, let's charter a bus. Like,
Did you hear that, Dan?
What's that?
They want to charter a bus.
Okay. More than happy to have you. We've got some George Jensen's.
Did you hear that? Some Piers Jensen's?
George Jensen. Piers, George Jensen.
now that's truly dead stock, but historical, because we had Pear on last week. His father, they stopped making those pipes, and they were really good pipes. Like Pear likes to brag on his dad a little bit, but like that was well-made Danish pipes there. So I want to go back and see that drawer again.
What Piers did you have? Piers. Did you have Piers Jensen out?
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go, guys.
That one?
Do you see
That's
that?
nice. That's nice.
Yeah, nice.
Classic Danish shapes there.
I think
So
Ted just went upstairs to the museum.
So if you look at, if you can see this, what I'm showing, this is a 7-day George Jensen set that probably has, there's no price on this. This is obviously not for sale. Although if Pear wanted to talk to Dan, I'm sure he could have a conversation with him. But that's a full 7-day set of that. So if you walk up here, you can see what is Paul's personal collection. Oh, here we go.
I'm going to get them out so you get a better.
Oh, okay. Well, he gets those out. You can see Paul's personal collection that's been up here, including there's trophies up here from the World Championship of Smoking. There's an 1885, I think it is, pipe from George Mott in here. Here we go. There's lighters. I'd be afraid to even touch these things.
That's amazing.
All right, there's so much. There's just so much in here. I've got a little overload. This is, but in a good way. In a good way. Let me just pause for a second and open this up to questions for Dan. And Ed and Rob are there in the shop too, so you can ask them questions. Maybe they can point their iPads in different directions. But so you guys know the drill. If you're on mute, just go ahead and throw your microphones back on again, and toss out a question for Dan or Ed or Rob. And that goes for you guys over there on Facebook and YouTube also. If you've got some questions about Paul's Pipe Shop and whatnot, just go ahead and write it in there, and I will ask the question for you.
Do you have some old Sabinelli Punto Oro on your stock?
If I do, it might be one, and I'm not even sure I have that left.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have anything in the line of some older Petersons?
I have a few Petersons, nothing that old, no. The older ones are all gone. Somebody snatched them up.
Has pipe smoking become more or less popular over the last 10 years?
It's bounced back and forth, you know. Over here, it depends on whether the cigarette prices go too high, then everybody switches to a pipe. And then eventually they kind of go back. But there's a few that stay, and it's kind of picked up a little bit.
The custom builts, are those Mincers, Rich, or Franks? The custom built pipes?
Roger?
No, the custom built pipes. Are those made by Mincer, or were they Rich or Franks?
I think it says Italian buyer on them. And if the boxes they come in is Rogers custom builts.
Okay, so they're not the Tracy Mincer ones.
I wouldn't believe so, no.
Okay.
Probably the older one.
Okay, thank you.
Do we need the Sheraton pipes? There's no Sheraton drawer or pipes in there in the drawers.
There's no Sheraton left.
Oh, okay. Sir, unfortunately, I'm not mistaken. There are no Sheraton pipes.
Dan, we got a question here. Tim said, "What's your most expensive pipe?"
I have a $5,000 Dunhill.
Now we're talking. There we go.
I don't know if you've ever seen the umbrella pipes. Yeah, if you can walk down there and I can show you the umbrella pipe. When they first came out with it, they wanted $10,000 for it. The umbrella in the rim around the top of the pipe, 8-carat gold. My dad wouldn't pay that kind of money for it. When it got down to $5,000, then he bought it. And basically, he wouldn't sell it. It just sits here in the store for a talk piece.
Is there a line of premium pipes? Like, I guess the Dunhills would qualify, but do you have a regular rotation of, a premium pipeline that you guys carry?
We carry just about any kind, from Dunhills to corner cobs. I mean, over the years, we've had a little bit of everybody's. We've got Savinelli's, we've got Dunhills, we've got Tom Spanoot, Cristiano, we got Claremounts.
Do you have any independent carvers, like some of the new pipe makers? Do you carry any of their stuff?
Periodically, I get some of their stuff, and I carry it. I have a couple guys here that are starting to carve. One's out of South Korea. His name is Jinsu Parks. Made a couple pipes. In fact, more than a couple, 7 or 8 pipes. We have them on the internet. We sold 4 or 5 of them. He made you guys must know Russ Cook.
Yep.
He made that one that looked like a dripping chocolate. Well, Dinsu kind of copied that and made a couple of those, and I sold them both right away. And I got another guy that's trying to learn to carve. I've got some pipes here that probably older than I am.
Dan, we've got that Dunhill here that you were talking about.
Yes, sure. You can show it to him.
It's right here.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Rob, what you need to do is you need to talk while you're showing it so that it will
Here's
trigger.
that Dunhill for $5
Yeah.
Nice little umbrella.
Do you have any kind of?
Wow.
Real gold, by the way, too. I feel better.
Hey, DDR, here's that Dunhill with the gold plate.
Okay, I'm confused. So where do I go? How do I backtrack to this document? Becca was able to pull up Dr. Matthew's information. She has the information that what happened yesterday. And that's what she said. We do not have any.
Do you carry any old tobacco like Edgeworth?
I'm sorry?
Do you carry any of the old tobaccos like Edgeworth? Do you have any of the original Edgeworth?
I have some of the old Edgeworth, those little flat tins of flake. Some decent shape, some aren't. We've sold quite a few of them. The guys tried to hydrate them back up and said they smoke good, but they crumble pretty easy.
Yeah.
Dan, we've got somebody over on YouTube who just piped up and said that he has a Cayuga.
Prince Albert, everybody wants Prince Albert. I've been having a heck of a time trying to get that. I think if I got some, it might be a couple small packages, and that's about it.
Okay. All right. Great. At least you got some.
All right, thank you. Okay, bye.
I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but here's the, I don't know, my camera working there?
No.
Nope. Okay, hang on here. We're going back, trying to get the camera up and going.
You got it.
There we go.
There.
I don't know if you guys saw that Dunhill. We had it earlier.
Yeah.
There it is right there. I don't know if you can see it. There's an umbrella on it.
Yeah.
That's all gold.
So you could smoke that in the shower.
Over in the rainstorm.
Hey Rob, show him the tins of some of the older tobacco over on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see this.
Walking over here.
It's actually a busy day in the store, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to just let me just comment to the guys over there on YouTube. Say somebody needs to mute somebody in the background. That's not somebody from the group here. That's actually in the store, which is a good thing because they're selling stuff. That's what we need to see. So yeah, I can hear it too. By the way, Dan, I just wanted to share this because I'm sharing all the stuff that comes in from the YouTube group. Somebody over there says he has a Cayuga Love It that he's had that he bought on an estate, and it says, oiled, well oiled. And is that one of the pipes that your dad had made, or who makes the Cayuga pipes?
We make them here. We make them here in our basement. The oil cure them, and the process is all done here at the store.
So here's some of the old tins. I don't know if that's going to stay on me or not. But
Can you get closer?
The Edgeworth red I have a lot of.
Is it? Do you think it's dust, or you think it's safe? You can smoke it.
I think you can smoke it. I've got that down in my humidor in the basement, and there's quite a few of them. And there's more stuff down there that ain't up on that shelf.
So you can get that on the website?
No, I don't put that on the website.
Oh.
you can call here and we can get it to you or whatever. The state of Michigan don't allow me to put tobacco on the website and sell it on the website. It has to be, you have to call in.
Yeah.
Let me just make a suggestion about that. Rob and Ed, how far away from the store do you live?
About half hour, 45 minutes.
I think if you do them a solid, it just they might make it happen for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Steve, did you see what you want? Did that work for you?
Yeah, it did. That was great. When you first panned through the store, my eye caught some stuff, and I thought these got some old stuff there.
Oh, he's got a lot of great old stuff.
And being an old guy, caught my attention.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but look at this. I'm looking down the aisle here. These are all drawers just full of pipes. Can you see those?
Does he know how many he has in the store? The total count?
Dan, how many?
Be honest with you, no. I started counting, I got close to 900,000 or something like that, and I quit. But and we sold some, and I bought some, and we sold some, and
Wow.
I do not have an accurate inventory. I have blocks of briar in the basement that are half turned or or in process. Buckets of them.
You want to walk down to the
Yeah, I will walk down the basement and show you what we have down there.
All right. So while these guys are walking downstairs in the basement, I want to encourage you guys to keep on asking questions, and also over there and you can see I'm pointing where Facebook is, where YouTube is, because that's where my chat thing is over there. So go ahead and ask your questions. One of the questions we had about the tobacco, Dan, you got any sugar barrel in your stock?
Oh, wow. Dan, any sugar barrel? Okay, we're gonna walk in the humidor and find out, guys.
Is that alphabetized?
No.
Is this when you cue the angels?
Oh, Burgundy.
I die. I want to be buried in that humidor.
Is Jimmy Hoffa buried there?
Yeah. There's your Edgeworth.
Oh, wow.
Valuable coupons inside.
Mapleton.
Yeah.
Are you selling burial plots?
Feel like it sometimes.
I'll take one.
Everything's for sale.
Oh, and this was one Rob and I were looking at. I don't know if anybody's ever smoked this one. Sutliff Private Stock, Bourbon and Brights.
Yeah. Hickory?
We may have
How about that?
to bust out a tin.
I think that's something that we cannot get in Europe.
You can get
What
that in
about
Europe? Is that?
No, I think in Europe, definitely not.
Oh, somebody was asking about this.
Wow.
He wants you original.
Yeah.
Prince Albert in the pouches, they don't make that anymore.
Nordson, Black Watch.
What about walnut from the 50s?
Walnut from the 50s.
Or Hayward from the 50s.
And just so you know, so the Arrowhead one up here is a pipe club mixture. It's one of the most populars that comes out of the store. There's another set of pouches.
Oh, look at the Edgeworth, yeah.
Yeah.
Does he have tins of velvet?
Tins of what?
Velvet?
Velvet?
I do.
Who was,
Yeah. The new one.
who was
Oh,
looking
new.
for the hickory?
There's
Oh,
some newer velvet.
Me, Kent, I was interested in the hickory, but the Hayward would be good too.
Yeah, that's a real old one.
Never thought I'd
Interested
say
in the hickory, but
I want to take a vacation to Flint, Michigan, but I think I do now.
I wonder if they could handle 2,000 customers at once.
Dan, can you do that?
Oh. Wait.
Just don't want to drink the water. That's all.
So you guys were asking about the smaller tins of it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Wow.
It's literally a museum. It's amazing.
It is.
Do you ship to Canada?
No, not right now.
Not right now.
I've tried you twice.
Let's talk. Maybe I can make it work.
I was
right.
gonna say.
I thought you were gonna say, "Oh, those Canadians again." Yeah, thank you.
Hey, come on now. If you can ship to Canada, I know there's a whole bunch of people that'd be interested.
Well, we got 3 packages back from Canada that we've always shipped to Canada, and I think it's just because of this Corona thing. They came back. I've had to refund the money, and the one guy said, "Don't refund it. I'll be there to get it." Well, he can't even come across the border yet, so I don't know when he's coming.
Wow.
I still got it.
Interesting fact for you guys on Canada. It is south of the United States here in Michigan.
That's right. Detroit. You can look south to see Canada.
I could be hired to be a tobacco mule for the right price.
Yeah.
When I lived in Detroit, they used to call it the Midwest, and I thought, how can it be the Midwest when you can look south to see Canada?
So if you remember
can
how
hire
I said
Clint.
we've got buckets of partially finished pipes.
Wow.
Those are all the cayugas, right?
All gonna be.
All gonna be, yeah.
They're gonna be.
Oh my God.
They sell any Briar?
Back there.
Oh, do you sell Briar? They're asking.
Yes, I have some. I don't know, 2 pieces. Most of it I use myself.
Yes. Yes, he sells the Briar, and it's well aged.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm trying to remember where that corner is. Oh, in
That
here.
would be-
Well aged goes without saying.
Yeah. So this little cubby hole is all where all the Briar is stored.
Oh my God.
Oh.
So it's similar to Paretti's, where they said that they're using stuff that's 50 years old. It's probably the same here.
Yeah, Algerian Briar.
When was the last time you bought any Briar?
I bought in Bayer in the last 4 or 5 years, but none of that. I bought this over here. And I got it.
How many days a week are you open?
6 days.
Monday
You ever think of
through
running-
Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, Saturdays 9 to 5.
Remember,
Did you ever-
God
you
and
ever-
Dan both rest on Sunday.
You ever think about running tours on Sunday?
What?
tours on Sunday?
Tours, yeah, I've done them. My clubs have come over and I've taken them on tours.
Yeah.
On a Sunday, usually like in the afternoon.
So if you schedule it, you will do it.
I'll be darned.
This
the
is
Canadian
not
border
outside
opens, I
the
think
realm
I'm
of
gonna be there for
possibility for us as a club, like the
curious.
day's coming soon when we won't be locked down and we can do fantastic stuff like, all meet up there in Detroit and flow over to Flint and take a tour, buy up a bunch of
Let's do a
tobacco.
pipe show.
Do a pipe club convention.
April 25th, we're having our slow smoke.
So I'm just gonna kind of take a look in this room here. You can see boxes and boxes.
I think you got 6 figures there of pipes.
All boxes.
Yeah, and it's one of those things we were talking earlier. His $100 Cayugas, to be honest, will rival just about anything in terms of smoking quality.
Hey, so when you guys make your trip here, your little pilgrimage, this is what the front of it looks like. Oops, got my finger over it. And
He's a Cristiano.
he's got a great sign on the front.
Oh,
right here. I don't know if you guys can read that.
Hold on a second there. I gotta find you and put you on spotlight there.
Okay.
I gotta find you. Keep talking.
Here we go, right here.
Oh,
Caution, this is not a smoke-free establishment. Thank you for holding your breath while I smoke.
That's the greatest sign ever.
That's beautiful.
And this is the storefront of it. I'm going to go back out in the street here real quick.
Watch out for the cars.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Is that the original location?
That might be the largest collection of pipes in the world, to be quite honest. I think
agree.
Michigan's understatement.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not even close to done.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, when they made that sign, largest collection of pipes in Michigan, was there any other store that might have rivaled you? That seems very conservative, right?
No. I doubt it. My dad he wouldn't buy anything in ones. He always bought groceries.
I mean, there's probably pipe factories that don't have that many pipes, honestly.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I bet you I could resupply Dr. Graber with a Viking pipe because I got tons of it.
One of the questions was, this is not the original location for this store, correct?
No, originally, the pipe shop was started in 1928 in a little town called Morris, Michigan. In 1930, he moved to Swartz Creek, Michigan. In 1944, he came to Flint. In 1963, we moved in this building because they kept selling the buildings off and underneath us. My father bought this building. So we've been here since 63, but actually started in 1928.
Imagine having to move all those pipes.
I don't want to because I had to when I was a kid several frickin' times.
Well, Dan, you mentioned the bet that your dad had that kind of started him on this path. Expand on that bet.
Well, it used to be Paul's Tavern and Pipe Shop. We started out Paul's Tavern, and a guy come in and bet him $10 that he couldn't sell pipes. My father said I could sell anything. So he took the bet. The guy gave him the big back then. It was K. Woody pipes. He got about 2 dozen K. Woody pipes. He had a month to get them sold. So he sold them however he could. Took trade-ins, did everything. And he won the bet. And then he ended up with all the used pipes. And he said, what the hell am I going to do with them? So then he got interested in pipes and went to the pipe factories, learned how to make pipes and all that stuff. And when he went to Swartz Creek, it was Paul's Tavern and Pipe Shop. And when he moved to Flint, he didn't want to bring his kids up in the liquor business, so he got rid of the tavern part and just had Paul's Pipe Shop. That's what it's been ever since.
And you had 12 kids?
Yeah.
Well, you needed them to move all the pipes.
Yes, we did. We moved. I know some of the tobacco in this building. I have moved at least 7 times from different locations.
Wow.
So Dan,
still here.
Dan, I wanted to ask you a question. So I feel bad that we move off of talking about you, but since your dad was the founder of the shop, let's talk a little bit about his world titles. So he didn't start out as an avid smoker, but apparently he became one. And then when did he start, thinking he could win all these awards?
In 1949, I believe it was, when he met a guy named Skip Piercy, and they decided to form the International Association of Pipe Smokers. And wanted to come up with some kind of pipe contest and all that stuff. So they sat down made up some rules, and they got clubs to sign up from all over the world. They were in Canada, they were in the United States, they were in Italy, they were in Germany, and they had a world pipe smoking contest. Well, and to determine what tobacco they were going to use at that time, everybody was smoking the cube cut burley. So they took a bunch of pipes, filled them up, dumped them out, weighed them, and they come up with 3 and 3-point grams as an official contest load of tobacco. And over the years, we've used that same cube cut burley. If you ask our smokers, they'll tell you it's terrible.
No, it's not.
But it's been the same tobacco all them years. And he has won the world's contest. I see he had 5 times up there, but 6 times. He's the only 6-time world champion for the IAPSC. We have a 5-time? 5-time champion standing right here. That's Chris Karras. He's also won the UPC World Championship in what year?
2013, 14, and 15.
2013, 14, and 15. I would like to say we have part of that because we trained him. Sounds good anyway. Yeah, but that's just. My father just became fascinated with pipes and just couldn't quit, as you can tell. He just bought everything and he never threw nothing away. I have boxes that are empty and older than I am.
And Dan won't throw anything away either.
I learned from somebody good, I guess.
Speaking of not throwing things away, I don't know if you guys can see this, but up here are old antique pipe cards.
Oh, I've got a whole place full of them. There's a whole floor of those upstairs on another floor. He never threw away a card. Never, ever. Got all kinds of them. In fact, there's some up here. We got cards and shit all over the place. He's got them stuffed in the rack.
So I want to shift away from Dan for just a second and talk to Ed and Rob about your experience as customers and fans of Frankly, because I can tell that you love that shop. Like, when did you discover it, and like, what are some of your memories of being in there?
I think my first time was just I stopped in here and I didn't have much time to hang out. So I just showed up. I think I bought, he's got a mixture called Trout Stream, I think, or something like that, which I'm a big trout fisherman. So I bought some of that. And then they invited us to their club meetings, which is every 3rd Tuesday of the month. Yeah, 7 o'clock. So if you're ever here on a Tuesday night, swing by. And we came for when it was International Pipe Smoking Day. 3 years ago, it was on that day or something like that. And
3 years ago.
Yeah. Then we met Chris, we met a whole bunch of the guys, and they're just like, oh, here's how you do it. Watching Chris smoke, we've learned several things. So just very welcoming, and it's just kind of, you show up and, so there's a sign that says where Rob's hanging out, you're not allowed to walk behind there unless you're a customer or unless you work there. But they let us wander behind there and do all kinds of fun things. So
on your first visit, were you just like blown entirely away?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Go, Rob.
Yeah, it was. We have our pipe club meetings. Right down here where we were showing you all the tobacco and stuff. And I remember just walking in here that first meeting and going, "Yeah, we're members." They got us hook, line, and sinker, to use the fishing analogy. But yeah, Dan has just been a great. I'm going to say mentor. Same with Chris. We might only have 10 guys. We might only have what last meeting before was like 8 guys. But the camaraderie, you see what we've got here with the virtual, in person. you can't beat it. And there's very few places in Michigan that you can smoke a pipe inside. Cigar shops are a no. But as Dan will tell you, this is a pipe shop that sells some cigarettes and some cigars. But yeah, it's home. I mean, this is, Chris's wife, Eva, is the kind of the boss of the club, I would say.
Pipe mom.
She just said pipe mom. She's the pipe mom. For 4 years. Well, we've been member for 4 years now.
Oh, okay.
So since 2017. So,
Okay.
I mean, it's for people in Michigan, and as you guys are seeing, people from all over. I mean, it's nostalgia. It's an education. It's the kid in the candy shop.
All right, here's the $1 million question. What stories can you tell about Dan?
Well, I can tell you right now, I give him great props. He's been a bit under the weather. He's been battling pneumonia, and he's here today. That's how devoted he is to this. So I think I might have froze up. I don't know.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well,
Okay.
You're good.
not
But
smoking.
but
I wish I could. I want to.
How about you, Chris? Any you've been around longer. Any good stories of Dan that you would share? Or because you knew his dad too, right?
I wandered in here back in '77 and I haven't left yet. We were talking to his dad, and his dad says, I have to go to the store and buy some drills. I broke my drill. I says, let me take a look at it. And I'm a tool and die maker, so I went through and I sharpened drills. He says, what else can you do? He says, I can do anything you want. And I've been here ever since.
Still fixing stuff.
Fixing things, making pipes, repairing pipes, whatever it takes to help keeping pipe smoking alive. But stories about Dan, other than being a great friend, and I almost consider him an older brother, but not by much.
A whole lot.
Dan also in his former life was a deputy sheriff here in the Flint area. So we owe him a little debt for his service for that too.
All right, Dan,
Yes.
what stories can you tell us about Ed and Rob?
They're great. They're great. They came in, like they said. I think I didn't have to do a whole lot. I got them to the first pipe club meeting, and after that, they were hook, line, and sinker. They were here. They like pipes. We like pipes. Everybody that comes here likes pipes. And I think they're just gonna. They've been a lot of help to our group. We just really appreciate it.
I have a question for Dan. Being around all these pipes and tobacco, what do you prefer to smoke?
Well, I hate to say it, but we make our own blends, and we make one called Arrowhead, named it after the pipe club. It's a very nice blend, and that's what I 99% smoke. I do like other stuff, but it seems like I always come back to my Arrowhead. And it's aromatic, but it's very slightly aromatic, but it has latitude and freak in it, which people don't know. But I use it just to help accent some of the flavor of it.
What's your favorite pipe?
I really don't have a favorite pipe. Well, I can't say that. I do now. I got one of my father's pipes that I know is 100 years old. I won't smoke it, but it's special to me, and I just keep it with my pipes.
When you were younger, did you have how did your pipe smoking life begin? Did your dad let you smoke a pipe at 14, or did he say, you have to wait until you're, out of high school, or how did that start?
Back then, there wasn't any laws like there is now. I probably started smoking. I smoked in my first world pipe smoking contest at 13 or 14. I think it was 14. And it was great. It was here in Flint, and it was at the, what was the name of that? Durant Hotel. And, God, what was the guy's name? Will Joe Cartwright was there. And I got to meet him. I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. And I didn't do real good in that pipe smoking contest, but I have won a contest, and my best time ever is 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 24 seconds. It was the best I could do.
So then you started smoking when you were 14-ish.
Right.
And most of the people that I know, including myself, go through this sort of evolution, a sort of cycle of, favorite pipes, favorite tobaccos, and on and on. And a lot of us have this disease called pipe acquisition syndrome. Did that ever bite you as well?
Not really. I just like pipes in general, and I know when I was told I could start smoking, I thought because my dad owned this shop, I was going to get one of the best pipes in the world. He gave me a little $1.49 Dr. Grable, looked at me, handed me some tobacco, and told me, when I can put a cake in the bottom of that pipe like it's supposed to be, then I can have any pipe I want in the store. Well, that became a challenge. So I got a cake in it. Once I got the cake in it, I really didn't care about any other pipe in the store. This one smoked great. So, but I got another pipe and found out breaking that one in just as bad as it took to break the Dr. Grable in. Wasn't any better.
How about new pipe smokers? Do you get people walking into your shop who have just decided that they want to start smoking a pipe, and you take them under their wing, and what do you tell them?
Well, a lot of them are usually in the college year. I don't know what it is about the college year, but they come in and they think they need to become a pipe smoker. We have a college student named Jinsu Parks who have carved pipes, and that's what exactly happened with him. It was 4 years ago.
Thereabouts, maybe
4 or 5 years ago, he walked in and he says, I know something about pipes. And he's sold him a pipe. He sat down to help him get started, fill it, pack it, smoke it. He's been here ever since.
I'm trying to run down June right now.
He's from South Korea. The first few years he stayed at the dorm. Now he's trying to finish his college up. I'm letting him stay at my house with me. And he comes in every day and he carves on pipes and does schoolwork, and everything's virtual now. So he's stuck here at the store with the virtual classes.
I've got June right here with me right now, and he's in here working on a pipe.
Hi, June.
Can you see that? Here. DDR, can you spotlight me? And I'll let June.
Oh, hold on 1 second. You keep moving around on my. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Nope. No, that's back to me. Switch to Rob.
There we go.
There we go.
Hello.
So this is June, and he's working on one of his custom pipes right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a pipe like a peanut shell.
And you've been doing this now for how long, June?
It's hard to say. I do it occasionally. So. I started making pipes since 2015, but I haven't made lots of them. Maybe less than 30 pipes I've done. I have Pipe Master around in this building. So they're all there.
Look at all the stems, guys.
So now we have June here. If you have some questions for the resident one of the resident pipe makers there at Paul's Pipe Shop. Go ahead and throw them out. You guys in the Zoom room, you know what to do. And also over there on YouTube, I'm still watching your questions, so go ahead and throw that in there. And June, I have a question for you. What's your favorite pipe to make?
You know, it's like something just pops up in my brain, and when I made it, and I see it in real life, then that's my best pipe. First, I design. I don't really design. I just thinking, and then I'm like, oh, how about that shape? Then I really make it, and it happens, and those are really good pipe for me. I don't really care about 500 different shapes. I can't remember. Yeah.
Question from over there on YouTube. So you're relatively new at being a pipe maker, pipe carver. The question was, for you, what was the most difficult part of learning how to do pipes?
Good thing. At first, it was pretty hard to use, getting used to using this Dremel, because sometimes it just go around pipe. So actually there's a spot right there. It went upside, it rolled over. That's still hard for me. And when I deal with that bent spot, that's like Satan's anus to me. Like
That's a new one for you guys. Satan's anus.
Yeah. This part is so small, but it needs same effort as you deal with the larger area. But you gotta do this part so you have perfect pipe. Yeah, so that part is hardest part for me, and the rest of them are just easy. Just needs stable hand, carve it, but make sure you draw some with the crayon or Sharpies, draw the lines or your design, and then try it without spinning Dremel, and then if it feels like it, then start it.
Just for the record, I'm stealing Satan's anus, 100%.
There's an image I never wanted to associate with my pipe.
Yeah. New
Hey,
pipe
June,
definition.
one of the questions that I just saw come across, do you know how you're going to fix your little Mar there that you kind of pointed out?
Oh.
The piece of...
Yeah, that part?
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, it's really small part, so I can just sand around here, so it will disappear a little bit. I mean, sand, you know how the peanut looks like. It's not straight like that. It has little bumps. It's cylindrical, something like that. So I can use sandpaper and make this part round. So hopefully that works. I just cross my fingers when I deal with my mistakes.
And Dan was sharing with us down here that June's first pipe that before he allowed him to use any of the machines, he had to do everything by hand.
Right, correct. First and second pipe I made, I had to use this pile here, and I didn't use that handle though. I just grab it with my hand like that, and then file it hours and hours, and staying on my hands last 2 weeks. But it was worth it. It was fun. But now I can deal with the machine.
June, back in my Navy days, we used to pull into Chin Hay fairly frequently. What part of the country are you from?
South Korea.
What part of the country?
Oh, Seoul, South Korea.
Okay, nearby. I never got to take the trip. We were always too busy.
How popular is pipe smoking in South Korea?
Not really popular. Throughout my whole life, it's really short, but I've seen one person smoking on the pipe. But we have small communities, and I know there are like three, 4 different pipe shops in Seoul, and one is really relatively big. It's smaller than here, but that pipe shop is run by Zippo Korea, so they have stable money, so they can stay long. So I visited there one time. It wasn't fascinating as here, to be honest, to me. Because I see million pipes here. They have like, what, a couple thousand?
You go home frequently?
Every summer vacation, I go back to home.
Yeah, June, you're spoiled because every pipe shop you'll ever visit for the rest of your life is smaller than Paul's.
Yeah, I think so.
At least I can tell him something in Korean I used to learn. My roommate in college used to be from Korea, so he always tell me 3 things. Watashi no namae wa David is, which means, hi, my name is David. Gamshanida, which is how to say thank you. And the best thing, every time I did something that I bother him say, Chugule! And he was saying, I'll kill you. He used to say that.
Oh, okay.
Chugule! I'll kill you.
Yeah.
How do you say Satan's anus in Korean there?
Satan's anus in Korean. Satan. We don't really say anus in Korean. Satan 똥구멍, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Because Mike Rizzo is going to have a tattoo, and I just wanted to get the right words for him.
You don't want to memorize that and wind up at an embassy meeting and say the wrong thing, though. So.
Actually, I have a fun memory at the U.S. Embassy in Korea. I was there for get my student visa. One guy who was having an interview, he couldn't speak English at all. And I thought I was in screw because the officer, she was pissed off too much. But I approached to her for the interview, and she realized I can speak English better than the guy. So she just gave me the visa within a minute. So maybe Satan's anus can help.
So you were asking earlier about when new pipe smokers come in. I forget who it was that was asking, but Dan's got this great little book here. Let's see if I can get that in there right for you.
Nice.
But every new pipe smoker gets this book. And it's a little just a little photocopy book. But let me tell you, Ed and I, when we came to our first pipe meeting, told them we were new, we got this, and we both have been through it.
Dan, I have another question for you. So the pipe shop's been around there for 90-some, well, since the first shop, 94 years, 95 years. And you've been in that shop for the 60s. You've got 1 million pipes. What do you want for the future of the pipe shop?
Well, I'd like to see my goal, kind of a promise to my dad, I want to keep it going 100 years. So that's my goal. So to try to make 8 more years, if I can get through this whole mess of COVID and make it through the 100th year. And then I'm hoping to find somebody to take it over and run it.
I think you might have a few options after today.
I know there's few people that would like it, and I'd like to get something worked out or something. I have 5 boys. None of them are really interested in it, so we got to come up with something.
If you're willing to adopt me, we can work something out.
Why didn't that surprise me?
That's exactly what I was going to say. that somebody in this group is going to ask if you're adopting. So
I think I adopted my whole pipe club, so I've got a good selection of people to pick from. But I'm game for more.
You can adopt me, actually, Dan. Actually, I'm in Canada, so you can pay me in Canadian dollars. So it'll be cheaper.
all right, so you want to keep the shop going for another 8 years, so you can make it to 100. And then, what kind of a legacy do you want to leave behind? So many of the comments that have come through on YouTube is what a hidden gem your store is. That it's not as famous as, say, Ivan Reese or something like that, but yet it's certainly as significant as that. So how do you want people to remember the pipe shop, and do you want to sort of expand your notoriety?
I just trying to carry out my father's wish, and I just hope people never forget him and what he's done to the pipe industry. He's helped get a lot of pipe shops here in Michigan started. Of course, most of them are closed now, but helped get them started. And his love and stuff for pipes. He really loved pipes. So the legacy's for him, not for me.
Dan, a quick question, if I can, just in relation to the museum. When did that start? Upstairs, and did that just grow from your father's collection, or how did it start?
Well, it's been, God, what year did we do that? It's been back 70s.
Thereabouts.
Yeah, somewhere in the 70s. My dad was going on a trip somewhere out of country, actually, over in Hawaii. And I got with my 7 brothers and my other brothers and sisters and said, he's always wanted a museum. We have this storage room that's like an annex. Let's clear it out and make him a pipe museum. So we all threw some money together. I cleared it out. We put in the paneling, put up the doors, did everything we could. And when he got back, I said, here, showcases, everything are up there. Give me some pipes. We put in there. He started dragging out boxes and boxes of pipes that he saved. Stop right there. I said, well, first off, it ain't big enough. But I only did half the room. So we brought everything down, tore out the wall, and moved it to the whole room, and then started redoing it. The original was just tables and laid out so you could lay the pipes on it and people look at it. I covered it with visqueen or the saran wrap or that shrink wrap, whatever they call it, so people couldn't steal it. And then one of the pipe club members was a woodworker, and he said, I'll make you cabinets. You buy the glass, I'll make the cabinet. So I bought all the glass, and he made the cabinets, and we started putting the pipes up there. I still do not have all my father's pipes up there. And I don't think I can ever get them all up there.
So wait, so that display that we saw on the side panels, that's not the museum?
No.
What side panel?
You mean when you walk in the store?
Yeah.
No, that's the store.
That's the store.
Well, for crying out loud, how come we haven't seen the museum yet?
Oh yeah, that's when I walked up there with the George Jensen pipes. That was part of that museum. Rob, Rob, you're closer because I'm in the basement. You want to go up to the museum?
I'm up here. I'm back up here. So I'm going to kind of stand, and DDR, if you want to spotlight me, I'll just kind of let you guys go, and Dan can look and talk. How's that?
That sounds awesome. Now, are you using your front camera?
I am now.
Okay, and then can you turn it sideways? We get a landscape view.
Yeah.
There we go.
We can always make a part 1 or 2 of this too.
That's
Also.
the stairway coming up. if you stand in the stairway and look down and then point your, yeah, that's coming up to the museum. Lift your camera up, and there's a whole bunch of pipes up there that he saved. What do they call them? God, there's a name for them things.
Parachutes?
Pipes. Yeah, there you go.
Holy mackerel. That's like a 5-foot pipe.
Yeah, that's
There's some big ones.
Tyroleans, right? Tyrolean pipes?
Yeah,
You can use that for a pole vault.
and of course, he's got all his pictures of, there's Susan Hayworth. He taught her how to smoke a pipe for the picture called The President's Lady. That was in 1955. She had to do a picture, and they needed somebody to teach her how to smoke a pipe, and he had won the world's pipe smoking contest that year. So they flew him out there to teach her how to keep a pipe wet during a movie.
I saw the big banner of Louisville, Kentucky up there.
What was that?
I saw the big banner above, the black one, Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the world's contest celebrating our 50th. And that was in 1988. 98? Yep. 98.
I'm from there, so I have that T-shirt.
How about this for a little blast from the past for some guys?
Wow.
In that case right in front of you?
Yes.
Rare.
Right, the one on the left there.
What? Can you see that pipe in there that says 97?
Here? Is it there? Is it the one
Yes, that's
above?
right there. That's it.
Oh, is
That's
it?
it.
Yep.
That's 1897. That pipe belonged to Charles Stewart Mott. He got it when he graduated from the Stephen Institute of Engineering, and it's from 1897. And when my dad met Mr. Mott, he asked him for a pipe for his collection, something he was going to throw away. And Mr. Mott brought him that pipe, and he said, "I can't take that." Mott said, "My kids don't smoke. You can have it." That is a perfectly colored Mersham. Gorgeous pipe. I've been offered like $30,000, $40,000 for it. And as he goes around, you're going to come see some white cases on a wall that's got red velvet in them. Those are the actual pipes that won the world's pipe smoking contest. My father's collected them.
Sorry, guys. Here, I know you guys are all interested in the old tins. Now, I'm assuming these are all empty, Dan?
Yes. They're all empty as far as you know, until you get farther to your right.
That was the Hayward tobacco.
Yeah.
Love to find one full.
You want me to shake it? Okay, I'll stop. And here's the pipes that Dan was talking about.
From the very first contest in 1949, he started collecting the pipes that the guys won with. And what he'd do is he'd take their pipe and carve them a new one so he could have the original pipe.
So what's the secret to winning that type of contest?
Mostly luck.
Chris will teach you for a fee.
I'll teach anyone how to smoke a pipe.
He's still working on me.
You're doing
Chris
good.
is doing the same thing with me also. It's teaching me a lot.
Well,
As
you
you
got
can see,
shippers up there.
There's every
Shippers-
kind of pipe has won the contest. Corn cobs
There's-
to Dunhills to
On the top shelf, you got some shippers
yes.
with the fishermen. I used to smoke that back in the 70s.
I've got a ton of packages of that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Smokable.
We have a
Really?
smell.
Been to the tobacco room yet?
Not this one.
Oh.
We did do that one.
Wow.
So a couple of the guys are going to come and visit you. And then a couple of months later, you need to go down in the basement and see if you can find them.
We'll put a rope around their waist.
Amazing.
Give them some marking tape so they can find their way back.
There's Mapleton.
Now, do you still have the pipe smoking competition up to this day?
Yes, we do. We put on 2 a year. We put on a Michigan regional contest, which is in
May, June.
it's going to be June this year, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it's going to be June this year. It's usually in May, but it's going to be June. And then the World's Contest, we're looking like August, October,
Oh,
somewhere
Clan.
in there. It's been really hard because we can't smoke anywhere. We have to find spots we can go inside and smoke, and it's getting tougher. But we're making
Sounds like
it.
my house.
There's a Prince Albert can up there.
Yeah.
That one.
Better
might
let him
have-
know.
I mean, this blows any other pipe shop. I mean, Boswell's, LJ Peretti, as far as like the amount of historical value this place has,
Oh,
it's
Unbelievable.
Yeah, well, I'm not new to pipe smoking, and I've been to many pipe shops, but I've never seen anything even close to this.
I could spend a month there and you would never see everything. It's like going to Disney World. Like you need to go back like 7 times to see everything.
That's right. We can sell ticket. We can sell. Okay, you need an e-ticket for this shop here.
You're dating yourself by saying e-ticket.
Well, I am that old. So
DDR, is this your portrait?
is that my portrait? Oh, he's much handsomer than me. So one of the things we haven't talked about too much is your blends there, Dan. Do you want to maybe talk to us a little bit about the blends that you guys make in-house?
Yes, we make quite a few blends. Most of them are aromatics. Because my father, when he started, didn't like the smell of the English blends and thought if he needed to get pipe smokers, he needed to make it pleasant and make people around him pleasant. So he did a lot, and I mean a lot of flavored blends. But we do have some English blends. We have one called Darwinesa, which is our heaviest English. And then we have my copy of Dunhill's Nightcap, which I call Late Night Smoke. And I have a copy of their Early Morning, which I call Morning Smoke. And then I do have other Englishes that I mixed up for people, odds and ends. But we list them on our website. I think there's a brief description about them, but there's not any prices or anything, and that you have to call in to get it if you want it. So,
You want to take them into the tobacco room?
yeah, you want to peek into the tobacco room?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Oh yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed what's in there.
I mean, we haven't been in there yet.
The other one was the canned tobacco.
I'm
Yeah,
scared to see what
here's the blending room.
back room is.
So it kind of gives you a feel like LJ Peretti's.
Holy cow.
Holy moly. Wow.
So you maybe can tell us something about your process when you're creating a blend.
How many packages you want?
Oh, there you go. There's the Edgeworth.
How
More.
many- How many packages of with you are?
So they asked, what's your process when you do a blend?
Just right now, I just follow my father's old recipes because technically we can't make any new blends. But when it was basically, I think my latest or newest one was actually one of my employees said, we need a chocolate chip. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to make a chocolate chip. Well, it happened to be my son, and he's a chef. So I put stuff together. He smelled it, and he says, no, need more of this, a little bit of that. Got it together, and it's a pretty good blend now. We sell quite a bit of it. Now, my niece wanted chocolate covered cherries. So we worked on that one. Let's just play with it until you get it to the way you want it. But you want to do it in real small amounts because you don't want to waste the tobacco if it doesn't turn out. But I have a bucket, I throw all that stuff in, and I call it 517, and I sell it cheap. All the mistakes and leftovers.
Do you have any Syrian Latakia hanging around back here?
No, I wish I did. I used up the last of it. My car with Asa about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. Okay.
We should have done this earlier, guys.
Yeah, I had McClellan's in.
There is where I want to get buried.
I'm with you.
Are you?
I just want to live there.
I think there's a few guys buried in there.
I think Jimmy Hoffman's
That's just amazing.
In the 1960s.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want some older stuff, 1960s.
How many of you know House Windsor?
Yeah. Talk us through, because this is very interesting. Talk us through what's in those bags there, the pre-1960s. So what kind of leaf are we looking at?
What kind of leaf?
What's the blend? How's it Windsor? What is it? A cherry or is it?
No. The 69A. This is a coffee flavor. This was a coffee flavored tobacco that we put in our coffee blend that I make. 69A never got a lot of that. But we got like 6971 sweet Cavendish. You want to sweeten up a blend a little bit? 6999 is a continental, kind of like an old Kentucky continental blend. That's right. 6705. Anybody remember Handsome Dan?
Not that one.
Tobacco. This is comes from that company. House Windsor used to make Handsome Dan. We bought it in the mall. $803 is just a sweet blend. You have liquid gold.
What's in the yellow boxes?
Very smash. Yes.
Yeah, what is it?
Hey, brother. Long cut tobacco. Chew or smoke. What it says on it.
1960s?
50s. Oh, that's probably 50s.
This is a history just inside of here.
Humidity, right?
That empty shelf, see that whole empty shelf, the top shelf? That all used to be McClellan's tobacco at one time. I used a lot of their stuff in my blending. Now they're making it tough on me because I've got to figure out something else to use that's equal or as nice as theirs. I don't think I'll ever find anything that's nice, but I've got some, and I've been using it and people haven't said anything, so I think I'm close. So it's in most of my blends.
That cellar brings in new meaning to the word cellaring tobacco.
I figured there's close to about 4,000 to 5,000 pounds in here at one given time or another. And it's probably a little low right now because I've been spending money paying bills and not buying tobacco.
one of the benefits of being in the club is each time you come, he will give you what, like 2 ounces of an ounce of something. And every now and again, he pulls it up and he's like, this is somewhere from 1950. I can't even find the description of it. And it's still good.
That's not every time they come in, just for the pipe club meetings.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's not every time we visit the store.
Because they
Sorry
did
about
that, they did that, I'd definitely be going.
I was gonna say that I'm selling my house and moving there.
I can
Thanks a
attest to
lot.
all this.
Are you finding it more difficult to find good quality tobaccos from the world?
Well, Collins, they had I think that's one of the reasons that they just couldn't find the quality tobacco they wanted. Years ago, they used to hand pick leaves when they do tobacco fields. Now they got tobacco machines that pick the fields, so you're getting the ripe with the unripe. And I think that's one of the reasons he got disgusted with it and probably left. But yeah, it's hard to get consistency the same. And it's making it tougher to make mine stay the same because I got to use more or different tobaccos to try to maintain the same flavor. Which is a little tough, but we're making it. We're making it happen. And McCullen's had some really good ones, and I really miss them, but I'm going on. Got to go on.
Well, Dan, let me pause something here for just a second because we're getting close to the time when I start moving people out, like the bartender ringing the time bell. Now, we're not done yet, so don't run off because we still have some time left to talk to Dan and Ed and Rob. As we wind this down, I want to make sure that I encourage everybody, give everybody a chance to ask some questions. The guys here in the Zoom room, you guys have been awesome all day. The one time I haven't had to encourage you to ask questions. You've been right on the money. Over there on Facebook and YouTube, if you guys have some questions, just throw it out there, and I will do my best to ask Dan your question. And then I want to leave a minute to tell you what's coming up in the next couple of weeks there.
David,
yeah, back to you.
That from last Saturday on, it was going to be 3 hours every week.
Yes.
Is that right? I haven't talked to my wife about that. I'm not sure that I have the.
Seriously, DDR, is it possible to have another visit to this pipe shop again? There's still lots to see.
Oh my goodness, that would be awesome. So, Dan, let me ask you: would you be willing to open up your shop again so that we could come and take another look? There's plenty to see, and other guys who weren't here today that I would love to see it.
Oh, we'd love to have you. Love to have you. We can even do it. I mean, if you want to set it up on a Sunday where I got to come in on a Sunday and do it where we don't have customers and be easier to walk around, we can make it happen.
So let me do something here. So all you guys who are watching right now, and all the guys who are going to watch this sometime in the future, you come back and you get to this point in the video here. Part of one of the reasons why we're doing these virtual tours of brick and mortar pipe shops is because I think we should support them, right? This is a hard time for any kind of retailer. And those of us who love the pipe smoking culture, we don't want to lose, we wouldn't want to lose a store like this, right?
No.
Right now, if we can't make a visit to Flint, Michigan, there are a bunch of guys that say, I'm convincing my wife to go to Michigan instead of Mexico. But you don't have to go to Flint. You can go online and buy from the store. You could call them up and talk to Dan or one of the other employees there. And I just really want to encourage you to do that. I've never, like this club meeting isn't really about promoting anybody in particular, but this is history. This is
it's a piece of Americana.
Right.
It's an institution.
So that's my plug. Do that, and I didn't talk to Dan about this or anything like that. I just want to let you guys know. It comes from my heart. I think make a call. That's all I'm saying.
It's important to promote the industry.
Well, let me say this, guys. If there's something that I have that you need that isn't on the internet, the other day a guy called and he wanted some, I can't remember now, pipe. But anyway, he's got a cell phone. I said, I can take a picture on my cell phone, send it to you. Easier than for me to do the internet stuff, because I hate that. But I can do the whole thing. And I sent it to him and he was happy and hell. He never bought anything, but I don't care. He got to see what he wanted to see. So we're here to help you. We're here to to let you see what we have. If you want it, fine. If you don't, we don't care. We just want you to be able to see what we have.
And the phones may be a bit busy on Monday.
Yeah. Probably. I'm hoping.
Well, they could be busy right now while we're just sitting here, we're doing this. We can wait. We can take phone calls right now.
Well, there you go. If you happen to be in the Flint, Michigan area, take a break and drive on down there to, what's the address?
647 South Saginaw Street, Flint, Michigan.
It's about 45 minutes to an hour from Detroit.
What's the website?
Paul'sPipeShop.com.
Yeah, Paul'sPipeShop.com. I don't even remember.
Yeah. It's on the Facebook page.
Well, that's what's great about retail shops like this is that the salespeople really care and they have a depth of knowledge that you don't get very easily.
Well, I am going to do my thing to wind this up. Before we say goodbye to everybody, let me just say next week we don't have a guest speaker, so it's going to be just us, and there'll be a special topic. So we'll be, pronouncing that or announcing that. I don't know. I think I'm low blood sugar. I need to go eat lunch. As in the coming week here, but please do show up even without a guest speaker because we're interesting too. So the whole club here has a wealth of knowledge about pipes and pipe tobacco, and it's well worth coming and hanging out. We don't have a schedule for the month of April yet because the month of April is going to be a crazy month, and my friend Oliver is going to have to take over a couple of weekends while I'm off. I'm not supposed to tell anybody this, but you guys won't share this out. I'm taking my wife up to Northern California and redoing our vows. So that's
Congrats.
why April is.
Yeah, congratulations.
It's been 20 years.
We've been together for 16 years, and
Now, when you say Northern California, do you mean Michigan?
Well, we still haven't decided on honeymoon spots, so that's possible there.
I have a question for Dan, real quick.
Yeah.
As far as the Cayuga pipes, billiard shapes, like I'm looking on the website as far as names. Like, what's the easiest way to find certain shapes with the Cayuga pipes?
They're just probably with the Cayuga pipes or not, and I just list them. I just put them on there. On the website, there's like Cayuga 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be anywhere. I don't do it. I just give it to somebody and they stick them on there. And I don't know if they know about pipes, but they put them on however they feel.
Okay.
But I'm not a computer person.
Yeah. And if there's a specific shape you want, that you don't see online, just call. He's probably got it.
Somewhere.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, only about 1/32 of the inventory is on the website.
Oh, probably less than that.
Yeah, probably less than that.
It would take somebody to get them out and do behind you guys.
Yeah.
So, Dan, I just want to say that I am so honored to have had a chance to hang out with you this weekend. My mind is completely exploded about seeing a shop like that still here in the U.S., and I'm just really grateful for you, your dad, all the rest of the crew that you got there, and just thank you for letting us take a wander around in there. Rob and Ed, you guys are the bomb. Thank you for bringing us to there.
Our pleasure.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Rob and Ed, you guys are going to get a lot of emails.
Okay.
We're ready.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'm seriously calling you guys on Monday. All right. Well, it is that time. Let me.
Still
let
a
me.
couple hours, DDR.
What's that?
Shopping day's not over yet.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yes, there's still time. Maybe I'll have to call you before you leave the store. I do have your phone number, don't I?
Yes, you do.
All right then.
You got mine. You got answer.
Can you post that in the chat section, please?
His phone's going to be tied up for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, guys, hit us on Facebook and we'll share.
Awesome. So, when I get hemming and hawing like this happens in my other classes that I teach as well. It means that I don't really want to go, but I have to. So let me just say thank you once again, not only to Dan and the crew there, but to all you guys who are in the club and the folks who are over there on Facebook and YouTube supporting everything. The club's not political. But let me just say, whatever you need to do to stay safe, wear the mask, wash your hands, it couldn't hurt you, because I want to see you back next week, and that would be the best all. Thank you guys for such a fantastic show today. Have a great week. We'll see you here next Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dan. Appreciate it.
Totally awesome.
Definitely a favorite one besides last week.
Thank you.
Yep.